Hello, my name is Sofía Mineros Luca. I'm a member of the Institute of Cognitive and Translational Neuroscience, Buenos Aires, Argentina. I'm going to present to you the preliminary study called Neurophysiology of Attention P300 in small cocaine dependence with and without ADHD comorbidity. During adolescence, the areas of the brain responsible for the executive function, attention, and behavioral control are still maturing. This predisposes to increased vulnerability to transition from experimental substance use to addiction. Coca Paz is the most popular form of smooth cocaine in Latin America and also the most widespread among the adolescents from vulnerable sector of the society, which is why it represents an important public health problem. Our previous results showed that the early use of smooth cocaine is associated with impairment in executive function and attention related to the disrupted frontostriatal connectivity. In relation to the ADHD and substance abuse, this study showed that the patient with the substance abuse have higher risk of developing ADHD. These patients are also at increased risk for the substance abuse, that is, there is a close bidirectional relationship between them. Our previous and published results show that the smooth cocaine dependent with and without comorbidity present a similar neurocognitive deficit compared to the measured component in the attentional domain. In the present work, we were interested in evaluating attention with an online attention task accompanied by a neurophysiological marker P300 as a potential signature as enhanced attention deficit in smooth cocaine dependence in comorbidity with ADHD. For this purpose, we evaluated 14 smooth cocaine dependents, 20 of them with comorbid ADHD, and 20 control subjects. All of them matched for age, gender, education, and satisfied basic needs and socioeconomic status. All consumer consumption onset was between 14 and 16 years old. The P300 component was evaluated through the global local task, a passive auditory output pattern that evaluates brain's response to the violation of the temporal regularities that are either local in time or global across the several seconds. The mismatch negativity, a measure of the pre-attentional processing, we evaluated from the local deviance, while global deviance elicit the P300 response. As a result, in this sample, we did not find differences over the pre-attentive processing index by mismatch negativity between groups, but we observed a tendency toward reduced modulation. Regarding P300, we found that both smooth cocaine dependent groups presented a significantly reduced modulation compared to controls in frontal areas, without difference among them. In parietal areas, differences were observed between consumer groups. While smooth cocaine dependence with ADHD did not differ from controls, smooth cocaine dependence without ADHD presented an enhanced earlier modulation. Although smooth cocaine dependence with and without comorbidity did not present attentional difference in neuropsychological tests, using an online test, we observe difference at the neurophysiological level that can be better marked for this population. Both groups present similar reduced modulation in frontal areas, but only smooth cocaine dependence present alteration over parietal regions, pointing toward a compensatory enhancement that may be associated with performance. Results presented are preliminary. We are still working on this data and we will address this question in our next step. Thank you very much for your attention. It's a pleasure for me to share with you my work today at the Flux 2022 Congress.